Happy Friday. We have football in Tiger Stadium tomorrow. I mean, it's a Grambling game, but I'll take anything right now.
Yeah,
After last weekend, I need to hear, I just need to hear the crowd noise in Tiger Stadium. Make me feel better, you know?
Yeah.
I'm pumped. This is a game that you kind of look at and you overlook, but I don't think we're in the position to overlook a game like this. This has got to be executed on all levels. After what happened last Saturday, there are a lot of questions, and I think this team needs to come out and shut everybody up. Brian Kelly did say yesterday in his presser that the intensity has been up. He's seen a lot more confidence, and they feel more prepared going into this weekend, which is good. That's great. But we also heard that before the FSU game. And I think they need to take last weekend, erase it, but also use it to figure out what needs to be fixed and then get it done. I am a little nervous that this could go one of two ways. Either they come out firing on all cylinders and they just shut down Grambling and it's a beautiful performance. We are back, in the game. We feel good about the team kind of thing. Or they get a little bit complacent because it's Grambling. I can't imagine they do that after last weekend. But this is another game on the schedule you kind of overlook, and I just hope that's not the case for them.
Yeah, I think they need a total reset, like you saw last year. Obviously, that Florida State game last year was played a little bit differently, same outcome. But they came out in week 2 and just obliterated Southern and kind of like put the stamp on week 1 and just said, let's move past it. You need to see that again. And I think more importantly, you need to get up early, take control of the game. And I'm really looking forward to see a lot of the young guys and who's going to make that, who's going to put themselves in a position to not be taken off the field. Like who's going to be the difference maker that is going to earn a spot for the rest of the season.
Do you think you're going to see different personnel tomorrow? Like, do you think they're going to roll with the same setup they had last week, or has everything changed and they're putting in younger guys we haven't seen? What do you think their game plan is?
I think until we get to a 3 or 4 possession lead, you'll see the same guys. But obviously, once you get there, you'll see a lot of turnover.
Okay. If they do lose, and God, please don't do that, but if they do lose, what does the rest of the season look like? Because
that's not going to happen. Like,
Joe, at this point, you can't say that.
You can.
Look at what happened with Troy in 2017.
Yeah, that was a different scenario, though. Just to feed into your point, and again, let me make it very clear. That's not
hypothetical. I don't think it's going to happen either, but don't jinx it. Go ahead.
Just to feed into your point, let's say you lose to Florida State week 1 in the way you did, and then you can come out and lose to Grambling, which we're a much better team than that. We're not losing to Grambling. We're going to beat them by 4 or 5 possessions. But let's say you lose to Grambling. You have a much bigger issue because it's not, at that point, it's not players. It's not necessarily the culture of the team. The problem is we've coached the dog out of these players, and we've talked about that on week 1.
Yeah.
But there is absolutely no circumstance that LSU should even be in a game with Grambling. Like it should be a beatdown.
It should be a beatdown.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take Brian Kelly's word for it that they feel capable. The intensity was up. The team looks like they got a reality check and they're on the right energy and got it going on right now. I think it'll be a big confidence booster for a lot of the young guys, for Jayden Daniels to maybe get more comfortable throwing the ball downfield. So this could be a good thing. I mean, I think probably the best scenario coming off a loss like that is to play Grambling.
Yeah. I think it's absolutely a good thing.
Yeah, for sure. I get nervous with these types of games because it is so easy to overlook.
Yeah, I don't. Coming off a loss like that. Truly, I don't. And again, you're not talking about having 2 losses and you're 7 weeks deep into the year. You're in week 2 with 1 loss, a clean conference record, and everything still in front of you.
Yeah, well, let me clarify. I'm not nervous that they're going to lose. That was a hypothetical question. I'm nervous that they're going to come out and still pull it off, but not look like the team we know they're capable of being. The hype that we heard all off season, we're not going to see it in action. That's what I'm nervous about. That even though we are playing Grambling, we probably will win by quite a bit. But I am curious to see if they are executing the way that they can, and have those adjustments been made this week, or are we just talking about it? Like, did we put it into action, or are we just bullshitting before playing Grambling?
Yeah, no, I think everything that you expect to see get fixed will get fixed in this game. The question is just, is it going to be a sustainable fix?
That's the other thing.
And so that's the thing. Like, I think the mentality will be a lot different going into this game. I think the physicality better be different. And if not, then I think we're going to get to see a lot of young guys who are going to earn a spot to play. And so that's the thing that I'm most looking forward to seeing.
I would like to see a lot of the younger the new guys, the transfers and stuff, people who haven't, or players who haven't been on the field or weren't on the field last week. Goodness Lord, get a chance to kind of show what they're able to do for this team too.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of, as maybe not in the first quarter, but I think second, third, maybe there might be some guys you see in the fourth, like third strings. But I really am looking forward to seeing Chris Hilton, Shelton Sampson, Aaron Anderson, and he played a lot in the slot, but I want to see him like really get his, get the bulk of, the targets. I think you'll see a lot of Garrett Nussmeier, maybe see a little bit of Ricky Collins late in the game. And then defensively, like Jordan Jefferson, I want to see, Braden Swinson, Whit Weeks at linebacker, because I know Greg Penn's probably going to get the start at Mike, Javeon Taviano, Ashton Stamps, like all these guys that are playing roles out of what they came to LSU to play. I want to see them play, what they play.
Speaking of adjusting, do you think they make that adjustment with Harold Perkins, or you think they're going to ride him out?
No, yeah, for sure. 100%. I don't know if Brian Kelly said this, but one of the players on the defense said that they're going to bump Harold Perkins back out to the corner and bring Greg Penn back inside the box.
That is probably the biggest or the most obvious adjustment that needed to be made. So I'm glad to hear that they are, all right, we messed up. We're going to fix it. I think that's going to do a lot for the defense as well. Let him work. We talked about that yesterday. Aside from the football part of the football game tomorrow, we will be out at the tailgates getting some content, cutting up with whoever wants to cut up tomorrow. So be on the lookout. Keep an eye out on our social media. We'll keep y'all posted on where we're at. Meet up, talk some football, talk some stuff outside of football if you want. But make sure to subscribe to our channel. We are trying to grow. Like, we just went to Chicago this past weekend. We're going to be out at all the tailgates and the games for LSU. Hopefully not just football, but for baseball and basketball and everything else. But we're trying to grow. And the only way that we can get that content to you guys is if you hit that sub button and support us. So go down, do that. We appreciate it. Soccer played last night. And they drew, and it was with Pepperdine at 6. They were in a lightning delay for 2.5 hours at halftime, which was probably a good thing. So like I said, they drew. It was a tie, 2-2. The only 3 times these two teams have ever played, it's been a draw every single time. So that's ironic. But LSU had a little bit of a slow first half. Didn't come out, kind of just looked a little tired or not there to play. So that 2.5 hour lightning delay may have been a good thing, because when they came out, they were able to play catch up. They weren't able to actually win, but they had a lot more shots on goal. Looked a little bit better than the first half. They will continue to play before SEC play. So they play Northwestern State on Sunday at home. And then they'll travel to Oxford to play Ole Miss, which will start SEC play. And Coach Hudson said, look, you can't give these teams head starts in the first half. They're scoring 2 goals, and then we're having to play catch up in the second half. So, yeah, it's all fine before conference play right now. But once we get to the SEC, this cannot happen. And they had a conversation during that long lightning delay that kind of got the girls back on their feet. So, again, they'll play at home, Northwestern State, on Sunday at 4. Go check them out. They're really good. And we round out with Tiger Tea every time we do a show. So today I do want to shed light on Joe Burrow, but not just Joe Burrow. Again, different circumstances this time. He got paid. He is now the highest paid player in NFL history $275 million, $219 guaranteed. Insane, incredible. We love it for Joey B, but he's not the only person or athlete that's come out of LSU and done astonishing or record-breaking numbers, whether it be money or stats or whatever. Dylan Crews, Paul Skenes both sign historic bonuses with the MLB. You have your two highest paid female athletes, female college athletes in NIL, Angel Reese and Olivia Dunne, both go to LSU. So when you want to talk about the culture at LSU, it's so much more than what we see on the field. I think it's the star power outside of it. If that's not a flex, I don't know what is. Olivia Dunne, Angel Reese, Paul Skenes, Dylan Crews, Flau'jae Johnson, Joe Burrow. I mean, it's insane. I want to say the celebrity status. So if I'm a recruit and I'm seeing all these athletes at LSU getting paid bags, I think I'm signing here.
Yeah,
I'm
no
just
doubt.
saying that. But yeah, really cool to see whether they're in college, outside of college, playing pro sports, still making a name, still leaving lots of marks everywhere they go. Love to see it. We are having people break into the shop right now, so that means it's time to wrap up. Happy Friday. We will be out there tailgating tomorrow. Make sure to come find us. We appreciate y'all for watching. We will see y'all soon.